this is a underground rock tunnel. So uh, I'll have to sell that. But hmm. Yeah. I'll be rich. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. um, I when I got my laptop, I got it because I was like, I was tired of just working at home, and I was like, oh, I want to work from other places too. And then, uh, and then when I got into streaming, I was like, nope, I'm working from home pretty much all the time. um, I yeah, it's it's largely superfluous that I have a laptop and not just a desktop. But then there are those few occasions where I do use it from where I do actually travel with it, or like I don't know. Sometimes I literally just like sit on the other side of the room, and it's nice that I can use my computer on the other side of the room. But I am petty like that sometimes. All right, what was I? Oh yeah, so this middle layer, right? So we have the dark color from the. Oops, what am I doing? Why am I not painting? Why is why are no marks appearing? I'm I'm trying to be painting right now. Why am I not painting? Oh, because I actually used the dropper tool. I accidentally used the dropper tool on the wrong layer, probably. Probably. All right, so uh, painty tool. Actually, you know what? Let's bring this back, and then so that yeah, I'll draw like what the tunnels look like for starters. So like they kind of look like this, you know, or like they're curvy like this, and they like go in whatever directions. Um, so huh, are, how many of these are there actually going to be? There should be several. Maybe just two. Maybe just two. Sorry, it's I think I'm still getting used to my new, slightly chillier environment than because my previous apartment was like unseasonably warm, and my new one is like unseasonably cold. So I sorry about that. It's this darn meat vehicle that I'm piloting around. It seems to be susceptible to cold temperatures. um, yeah, I do the 4 year cycle too. Uh, oh, uh, oh, oh, wait, yeah, no, I do a 4 year cycle. So every 4 years I'll buy a new laptop, and every 4 years I'll buy a new computer, but like a desktop. But I have it staggered by 2 years, so every 2 years I get a new piece of hardware. Um, yes, yeah, the cold bleakness of space is it's just like they say. I should have heeded their warnings better. I moved all last week. That's why I didn't stream last week, is because I was moving, and now I'm situated again, so I can stream once more. This is my triumphant return. Uh, I Yeah, it's technically like where I am is a little bit colder than where I used to be, but but also I used to have an attic apartment, and so all the warm air would collect in the attic apartment, or like it was a top floor apartment, and so all the warm air would collect up there. So now I was spoiled for so long. Well, no, in the summers I was like blisteringly, swelteringly hot. um, but yeah, no, and now I just actually have to acclimate to like what real temperatures are. Um, I should not be using this exact same tones because like those features just kind of like melt together. Yeah, I have to use a slightly different tone, and I usually do that on different layers. So like Uh, I'm still in New England. I'm in New Hampshire though now. Yeah. It was difficult because I really liked where I was. And it has like a great game dev scene and stuff like that. But um, it's a lot cheaper to live where I am now. The cost of living is way lower. So like I went to the store the other day and I bought so much food because like the same grocery items where I used to live would have cost like almost twice as much. And so I just went there and I was like, everything is so cheap. And so I just bought like everything. I literally spent like $80 on food just for myself. And then I ate, and then I just like came home and just like ate all weekend. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah. All right. Um. Yeah. uh, yeah. It's the travel expenses. Like getting to space is a little expensive, but once you get here, everything's super cheap. I swear. All right. So I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, don't mess up the hue. Oh wait, no, 100. 100 is the correct hue. Or wait, no, 0, right? 0. What's the hue where stuff doesn't get messed up? All right, yeah. Because yeah, I don't want to change that. I just want to change the saturation slightly and the lightness slightly. So yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit darker and just like a slightly different tone. Actually, that might be slightly too little saturation. Uh, hmm. Yeah, because I just want contrast there. Is that too much? Yeah, I don't. I guess there doesn't have to be much contrast, as long as there's a slight amount of contrast. All right, there we go. Aliens. I haven't met any sentient life forms yet, or like not any super intelligent life forms. I found like some like rudimentary life forms like like some flora and fauna and stuff, but nothing that can hold a good conversation yet. So um, one of my roommates has this strange looking thing. It's very reminiscent of like a an earth dog, except it's a much smaller version. It's called a chihuahua, I guess. A chihuahua. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but it's very similar to an earth dog, except it's very strange and weird instead. It has this very sorry. It's very small and it has this big bug alien eyes. Um, sorry. uh, all right. That's probably good with the tonal differences. I thought it was at first, Rich. I thought I found a space rat, but apparently they keep them as pets in this culture. I'm still getting used to it. It's very strange, as you might imagine. Um, uh, all right. So I think yeah, this is a good palette. Um, so now yeah, it's well, this is gonna be slightly awkward because I'm trying to depict depth while also oh, I was actually thinking of going much darker here, possibly. How'd that look? If I went much darker. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna try that. Well, I guess I can do it here. Less, oh yeah, less contrast, right? So that's probably gonna look weird. That's probably too much. That's probably too dark. Uh, but actually, I'm just gonna try this for a second. Because what if I did that, but then I also had like a highlight color too for like the edges. Because Because like, what if it was really dark in the midground, but then it was like, then the edges were like lit up a little bit, like and actually I guess it would be like it'd be slightly greener than that, like just like, I don't know, like, no, that doesn't make sense. um, so yeah, no, that just looks weird. But I can probably go a little darker now that I think about it, because I did want to go darker in the mid layer. So maybe something more like that, in that range. Hmm. Uh, I my roommate's dog, like, it's the funniest little creature. Like, its only goal in life is to get food from you. Like, the only the only thing it ever does is like be next to you in hopes that you will give it some of your food, and that's literally the only time you ever see it. If you're not sitting down and eating something, it's off in its own little like its own little crate. I think it doesn't like the cold much either, so it uses its like survival instincts to just go burrow into like some warm pile of blankets or something. Um, so uh, yeah, that's probably good for in terms of darkness. And then now I have to actually like justify it in terms of like what this means. So let's hide the top layer. Yeah. So I don't actually have to bother going down as low as the red. So I'll just all right. So have yeah. So we still have to sell these as cave walls, but we have to sell these as cave walls with like a slightly different like shape, because they're not flat cave walls, or like we're not looking at these cave walls like head on. We're like, they're curving around, and we're looking at them from like different angles and stuff. Oh. um, I I make fun of the little guy, but he is cute enough. He's nice. I don't get much of a sense of like intellect from this creature, but he's very friendly at the level of intelligence that he operates at. He is very he's at least very 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 warm and congenial in that regard. um, I don't know. Pets are cool. I can't. I really shouldn't have a pet myself right now, because they take time and energy, and like, if I did like a 24-hour stream, I'd have to like take breaks to like uh, feed and water the creature. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to. Yeah, I do like other people's pets because then it's all the fun with none of the responsibility. Um, I think. Oh yeah, so I think I'm gonna have like a dead end cave to this stuff or something sometimes. Wait, that wasn't. That wasn't. That thought came in, not a sentence. But I think I'm gonna have like. Yeah, there are gonna be areas of this that aren't just like a just a passage to another, to like the bigger cavern in the background. There's see, like I said, I really shouldn't have pets. No, I mean I had a dog, and I can take care of animals. I just from that experience, I know it takes a lot of effort, and like I'm not someone who I'm very much someone who likes to wake up on his own schedule. If another creature insists that I wake up just in order to take it outside, that is not something that, as I found out, works super great for me personally. I'm more of the type of person who prefers to sleep in and let other creatures. Yeah, maybe a cat would be. I had a cat once, but it was like an outdoor cat, and I like never actually ever saw it. It's just like I knew it existed because its food bowl would get emptied now and then, and like every now and again I would spot it too. But yeah, cats are cool. My friend has a super cute cat, uh, who is a little psycho sometimes. But I think that I think sometimes you get that with cats a little bit. Is that they sometimes have a little bit of a psychotic streak. um, Oof, too real, too real, Ibuki. um, yeah. um, Oh, I need more reference images because I actually don't know what I'm doing here. I know like roughly what I want. I kind of want just like instead of having like a passage that leads to this grand cavern, I just kind of want to have like a dead end sort of, just like a little inset. um, you're legally obligated to say that you're kidding, right? That's the other thing about being married is that you can have these glimmers of truth where you actually where you actually speak your mind, but then you have to insist that you're joking and that you didn't mean any of it. I know how this works. All right, yeah. What am I? All right, I think I should go back to the whatever to the search thing so that. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Because yeah, no, I didn't pull up any images of I didn't pull up any images of like of yeah, kind of like what I'm picturing now, which is like just like a. Oh yeah, no, we did, yeah. She has cool glasses too. um, she seems like a cool person. um, I tend to work in Unity. I'm not working in Unity currently, but one of my projects is most of my projects are in Unity. The one that I'm working on now is Pygame. Yeah, like Russ Junior says. It's actually the thing that is like scrolling along the bottom of the screen there. And yeah, I don't know. For some reason, Python seemed like the correct choice. In retrospect, I probably should have chosen another option for it, but whatever. Maybe maybe I'll remake it someday in something other than Python. um, yeah, what am I looking for? I guess I'm looking for a boring cave, whereas like a lot of times search results give you like the interesting stuff first. um, maybe just something like this. Like something like this could work, kind of. Oh, sorry, one sec. I'm just going to fiddle with that. Sorry, I'm back. um, yeah, I just kind of want like I don't know another interesting cave feature that is not the not as interesting as like the giant cavernous background, but like is not completely just like a flat wall either. So like something like this could work, although uh, mm, no, I don't want it to give. I don't want to give too much. I don't want to imply too much depth because we already know what's like really far in the background, and um, hmm. Yeah, actually, so God rays, crepuscular rays, as they're sometimes called. Yeah, I might be able to do something like this for the mouth of the cave, but the yeah, so it might not even be clear in like the little sketch that I'm doing so far is so this is supposed to be like 100%. Oh yeah. Oh, like through the ceiling? Yeah. Oh, that's clever. Um, I'm unfortunately not taking suggestions for this project, so I I'm not going to do that. But that is really smart. Like if you were making this project, that would be a really good way to go with it. Um, yeah, that because that would be a cool feature because you'd only see it sometimes, and so yeah, that would have been a good one to think of, but I did not think of that. So there, yeah, the only place where we're gonna have, sorry, yeah, no, it's just the nature of this project. I work, I really like working on collaborative projects, but I can't all the time because um, uh, I don't want to like die starving and homeless. Uh, so I have to like work on my own stuff sometimes. Um, and I guess I don't know. This project I probably could have done collaboratively instead of doing it this way, but I started it this way, and I keep feeling like I'm almost done with it. So, like that might be partially an illusion. Like this project might actually like go forever, for like the rest of my life. But I keep telling myself I'm almost done with it. All right, so just to fill up the space, we'll have this feature, and then we can have what else? Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll want All right. Yeah, I've actually, what's funny is crepuscular rays were one of the first things that I worked on with when I started on I did a stint on a game engine team, and it was like when I started on that project, it was right when they were adding crepuscular rays to the engine. I didn't actually work on the crepuscular rays personally. I I I I don't know. It's one of those cool things, right? It just adds like it's a really sorry, Buki. um, maybe I should maybe I don't know. I because it's an awkward message to convey that message about like personal versus collaborative projects, and I actually don't know the best way to make that to like make that like because I end up just having to explain it a lot of the time. I don't know if maybe there's a better way I could be messaging that just so it's clear. Because I also ask a lot of rhetorical questions. Like even when I'm working on a personal project, I'll ask myself like, "What should I do?" And I realize that it sounds like I'm asking it as like a literal question. So I'm sorry about that. I do appreciate all the. I appreciate that. That like very often people, or like fairly often people, are willing to like help out with that sort of thing and like and brainstorm and like and think up that stuff. It's all, like the stuff that people come up with is often like really good. Like the crepuscular rays, like there's one for the character system that I wish I had thought of first. It was it was just suggested by someone at some point, and I like it was really like it was like it was a tough moment because like I was as I was comprehending like how good of an idea it was, I was also at the same time grappling with the fact that now that it has been said by this other person, I will literally not implement it. And like I just like in that moment I was like, I wish you'd never said that, you jerk, because I could have come up with that idea on my own, and if I had, I'd have implemented it, and it would have been good. But no, they said it first, and now because of my code, I will not. um, yeah, I want to do another stream jam in the near future. I want to do another project that that like we can all work together with, because uh, thank you, thank you, Rados X. Thank you, Rados. Yeah, because like I can't just constantly be. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't really want to forward message the thing about not about the like, collaborative versus personal projects, because like I don't want to discourage people from like talking, and it's like I don't know. It's like I just don't like it in general, so I don't like talking about it, and so I don't want to waste my time talking about it. But then the risk is that I, people operate under a different assumption until it's explained, and yeah, so like it's I think I mean I assume like most of the suggestions that people come up with, like they're coming up with them because they actually want to be like helpful, um, but then yeah, I don't consider myself an artist, and I don't consider myself an engineer, uh, so like if I was, then I'd probably take more I'd take more pride in like those aspects of game development, but I I I don't have those talents. I'm not a real game dev. I'm just some jerk who dabbles a lot. I dabble so hard that I end up with finished products. All right, so these are very similar, but that's fine. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna add in this other K feature here, and I'll probably differentiate these somehow. And I'm gonna add in like stalactites and stuff. So, uh, yeah, I'm a game developer, which a lot of people don't understand really. Like, like I don't know. I guess because like I don't know with like with AAA, like when you have like hundreds of people working on a project, like it's all about specialization. Like so many people are the like so many of the people working on the project are all responsible for like such a like niche aspect of it. Like it's not even just like like programmers and artists. It's like it's like the network programmers, and on the network programmers there's like the programmers who work on like the specific like the database integration, and like there's among that team there's like the there's, it just gets like more specific and specific. So like I don't know, like it was almost it's weird that I spent as much time as I did working in like on those sorts of teams, because I cannot do that. I just have to work on like literally a little bit of everything forever. Um, so like the nice thing is that I can work independently because I do a little bit of a lot of things, but the downside is that I'm not like super specialized in that way, in the way that those other people are. Yeah, right. It's like, and I don't know. I think it's really neat that some people can like go with those things and like get like devote so much time to it that they get like so specialized, and like they know like so intimately, and like with such a high level of mastery, like stuff like AI or graphics or whatever. I tend to like grasp those things on like a surface level, like just enough so that I can like interact with those tools, like use those tools, or like implement whatever relevant features, and then I'm just like, all right, next thing. What's next? Like I'm already bored with this drawing that I've been working on, like only for. Well, no, I actually have been working on this for a while. I really should have finished this by now, or at least I should have made a lot more progress with it. I don't know why I'm going so slow. I guess because I don't spend much time in caves. It's I never even really found like a reference for that feature that I want to add. And by feature, I don't mean like feature in the context of a game. I mean feature in the context of like how rock is shaped, like a geographical feature or geological feature. Yeah, this stuff is all way more interesting than I expected. I guess this is kind of along the lines. It's a small image. I guess this is kind of it, but again, not with the lighting. Actually, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, it would also be really difficult to do like the lighting thing. So I guess that's another reason why I'm not doing it, is because like I wouldn't render it well. Yeah. Yeah, that's I guess that's what I'm scared of Ibuki, is like falling into that trap of oh, whoops, sorry. I haven't been paying attention very well to chat. Uh wow, good thing Brados was here, or else we wouldn't have known that I was doing everything. Anyways, uh, I also consider you King Jonas the First, for what it's worth, Jonas. Uh, oh, sorry, Elixir. Sorry, I missed your question earlier. For basic Vox League games like Crossy Road, do you think it's really worth the investment in Cubicle 2.0? Huh. I don't know what any of these things are. Cubicle? This is like voxel stuff? I've never worked with voxels myself. Cubicle? Interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Um, so I can't talk about voxels specifically because I've never worked with them. I can talk about generally how I evaluate software options. I well, so for a lot of things, like so for a lot of software that I would use, I'll have a sense of like what features I'll need, or like what features are available only in the premium versions versus what features are available in like the free versions. Excuse me one second. So a lot of times, like with that knowledge, just like either having used like these software options like for some amount of time in the past, or just having seen other people use it or heard other people like talk about how these what these software packages include. Sometimes I'll have a sense like whether I'll need to spring for the full version or not. When I'm uncertain, I tend to go for like the base options, because like if you start with like what was the thing like Magica Voxel, I'm assuming that's the free option, right? Yeah, so if Magica Voxel is like the free option, like if you give it a shot there, you can do that for free. If you buy Cubicle, and then it turns out you don't actually need all of it, then like it's not as easy to reverse that decision. So yeah, I tend to start in the like whenever I need to make a decision along those lines, and um, I don't know which is going to be the right option. I start with like either the cheapest option or the quickest option, in order to like for evaluation purposes, because in that case like the real first goal is like get like finding that sufficient tool. So sorry. Yeah, I'm on Google. I'm using Google stuff now. Look, Google is my default search engine. Because it occurred to me, I moved to a new. I'm on a whole different internet service provider now. So I'm thinking, like, I haven't hit any of those areas yet, and I'm thinking it. It might work now. So yeah, yeah. All right. um, Oh, cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed the like the animated short that you worked on, Ibuki. I forget what it's called, but it's like the about the guy who uses his psychic powers to like beat up a robot. No. He uses like his mental powers to like escape from like this facility. Um that that's awesome that you have that range, right? Because if you like if you only what was it? I think you said you did like the helmets for the for that short film. Like if you yeah, but if you were doing like just helmets like all day every day for like the rest of your life, that would like if I was working on helmets all day every day for the rest of my life, I'd have to really love helmets, right? And I don't know if I feel that way about helmets. um, so yeah, yep. Google is Google. I think Google isn't actually anything that was ever invented. I think it was just like a natural force in the universe. So like even out in space, like even as far away as I am, I think I'm just still I think I'm just accessing like the ambient Google that exists throughout the universe. um, and I didn't even look at what was on screen. Ash sad. Oh, poor Ash. um, oh, did I ever? I'm still looking for a reference image for this. Like literally, I'm just like, picturing like you know the caves that like cavemen lived in. I'm literally just looking for that. Like I'm just looking for like the type of place where like you could draw on the walls and oh, I should do cave drawings. I should make some cave drawings. That'd be an interesting feature. And like maybe there's like a little like just like a small open cave, like not like a big grand open like cavernous, uh, you know, like whatever majestic place, but just like a. I just like I can picture like what I'm trying to picture in my mind. I don't know. I could really use like a reference image for it, but I'm not finding any reference images for it. So. Yes, yeah, I did. Today's cave day. I mean, it's definitely becoming cave day considering how slow I'm going. But yeah, the plan is to add in. Sorry, sorry, I keep ducking off screen. Um, the plan is to add in the cave and then the transitions into and out of the cave, and then if we have time. Oh yeah, no. So right, so those all those things that I just said, and then also a fourth layer. I want to add in the foreground layer for these scenes. I've been calling them backgrounds, but I'm adding in a foreground layer. So I'm adding foregrounds to the backgrounds, but whatever. Um, yeah, because I really think that'll help sell the yeah, so yeah, the cool thing about the transition system that that we set up yesterday is like at this point I can just like plug in new art and it'll all just work. Like I can just plug in new art and I don't have to go back and change anything really because like the way I set up the thing that chooses these things that chooses which like location to switch to, it's all based on what art is available at any given time. So yeah, that's kind of that was yeah, I intentionally set the system up that way because I knew, you know, how I wanted to set up the data. Yeah. And that way yeah, it's just we almost never have to worry about it again. I mean, we'll have to go back and tweak it a little bit in order to add in the fourth layer, but it shouldn't be that hard. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you know what? I haven't been having lately is tomato juice. I love tomato juice, and I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a snack. Sorry. um, just to keep the energy levels up, just to keep going. Oh, sorry. Did I Ibuki sloshy noises? Sorry if I forgot to warn in advance, but sloshy noises. There we go. Hmm, hmm. Maybe I'll just try new search terms. I guess 'cause it's not showing up. So how about like a small cave? Small this small cave? No, small cave. Yes. All right. Yeah, this is probably yeah. So something like this, I guess, is like I just wanted something very simple, like nothing so grandiose. It's kind of funny that nothing even remotely like any of these things showed up on that other search for. Sorry, Ibuki. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rich. I like you too. Thank you for hanging out and spending some time. I yeah, I try to stream most weekdays, like at least Monday through Thursday. Like I try and do like around 11 a.m. Eastern time to like 5 p.m. Eastern time, but I got a late start today, and the schedule like varies a little bit. But yeah, I hope to I hope I'll be well, no, I mean, yeah, I try and keep a full schedule, so uh, this probably won't be the last you see of me. And yeah, like I said, I got started late today, so I'll probably I'll probably run a little late today as well, just to because for one thing, I didn't stream very much at all. Um, oh, picture with the moon in the background. So, moon? Was it one of these pictures, or was it one of the other ones? I almost changed. I almost positioned my spaceship so that there would be a giant moon, like in the background up here today. But I don't know. I like the stars view a little bit better. Oh, cool. Oh, you stream too? Neat. I will. I'll have to check yours out sometime. Uh, yeah. Cool. I awesome. Oh, the oh, okay. Oh yeah. All right. So all right. I'll have to check that out. We're doomed. I yeah. This I mean, maybe this is sufficient just for what I'm looking for. I mean, the gist is just basically use like what I'm getting out of this is basically just like use darkness to convey depth, but I don't know. I maybe this is like closest to uh yeah, no. I guess it's a weird thing that I'm trying to make right here. So I guess there just aren't that many pictures of it cuz like I hmm. Yeah, I might just have to like make it up out of my brain. Like it might just be that like these things are just not going to be any help, which is fine. I can do this. I can figure this out. All right, so it's just basically going to be like it's basically just going to be this tone, and then we'll just go like wait. This is where I want to do it, right? This is like yeah. This is the place that we want to do this. Oh, nice. Oh, that is really nice. Maybe if I do like a well, like one of the other backgrounds that I know I want to do is like the beach. I don't. I could do I could do like the cave to beach transition. That was actually one of the transitions I'd actually considered before. I wasn't I haven't like thought about like how I would do it, but yeah, the beach is definitely a background that I want to do. So I might end up with something like that at some point, but um oh cool. Uh Yeah, I've been so distracted lately that I haven't even been watching many streams lately. But so my list of like streamers is like I try and keep it fairly up to date, but it's I've been falling behind. I haven't like checked out any new streamers in a while. Um, all right, so uh, this thing that I'm doing right now is super not important, and actually no, it shouldn't be this big either. Uh, Man, I've been taking so long to actually get this thing finished that I'm probably gonna have like too many ideas. I'm like not gonna have room to fit everything that I want to do at this point because I've just been spending too much time on the conceptual phase and not enough, and I haven't like actually finished it yet. Yeah, the so like the only real art in this game are the backgrounds and excuse me, the backgrounds and the character art. So uh the backgrounds are probably like the biggest. Well, I kind of want to I kind of want to spend about equal time on each of them. Like the background, equal time on the background. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. I'll be right back. No, I'm not. I thought I was about to sneeze. No, all right, false alarm. Sorry, I'll be right back. Just one second. Sorry about that. Yeah, the thing I was just about to say is that I want to spend about equal time on the backgrounds and the character art. The backgrounds are like there's more background art in that like it takes up more of the screen, but like I really want I want to do a lot of character art, and so like the I think for like the full version of this game, I would only really picture like my nose is like so red, and it's I guess it's seasonally appropriate, but I feel like an idiot. Anyways, uh, so life support life signs have been or the life support systems have been operational so far. Jonas, thank you for your concern. Um, for the character art in this game, I want to make a fair amount of it so that like you can like not everyone looks the same. Like there's actually like some variety to the characters, and I also want it to look good because I I don't know. People don't spend as much time like looking at the backgrounds as they do the characters, or else. No, I don't have a great explanation for why I want to spend more time working on the character art. It's just that I really want like I guess no one really cares if like some tree in the background looks dumb, but if like someone's character looks dumb, then that person. Yeah, no, I I know. I was like, cause like it's it's a very clear idea that I have in my mind, but I, I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's like cause like backgrounds are like I'm not gonna do a very good job of describing it. Like backgrounds, like it's a lot of things. It's a lot that all works together to like convey one thing. Whereas like character art is like very. It's like there's not there. It's like I mean it takes up fewer pixels for one thing, right? And so I just want to make sure that there's that like whereas like with the backgrounds I just kind of like splat whatever wherever and like it all kind of like works out well enough in the yeah, no, I mean like I said, I want to spend equal time on both because even though there are more pixels for the backgrounds, I don't know, I want to I want to make sure that the because like no one feels a sense of like possession about the backgrounds. Like no one feels a sense of like ownership over the background, and so therefore no one feels a real sense of ownership over the art of the background. But like people, I want people to really feel like the characters are their own, and so I want them to really like the character art on a level that the backgrounds like aren't really held to. I guess that's probably like the. Hopefully that was a delicate enough way to describe the point that I'm trying to make. What? Yeah, I guess. No, not that. I guess. I guess with this thing, I just wanted to have like a basically another like another like a donut, I guess. Just like a random donut in the middle of wherever for no particular reason. Oh man. No. So what do I actually want to do here? I want to let's get a smaller brush, and what am I trying to convey here? Like, I don't even really know yet. I'll figure that out at some point. I never really found a good reference picture, so like these are all like photographed from like an external location. Like they're all. I mean, that one's like an internal location looking outwards. I'm looking for an internal location looking inwards, and when I just how about cave like dead end or something? No, but then they use like a flash on their camera, which I guess it's silly to think that you could take a picture in a cave without using a flash on your camera, but okay, cool. Yes, right. Sorry, right. Yeah, so when I say people, I tend to mean about I'm probably talking about the finished product, wherein the only people engaging with it are the players. Sorry, I'll be more. I'll try to be more clear about that language. Yeah, that's the other thing that occurred to me is like I have to see this working in game soon, because the other thing that I've been kind of like skirting around and I haven't uh yeah, the other thing is that I don't even know if I like the way that the top is going to look. I might actually have to literally scrap everything. No. I mean, I hope it I hope not anything that dire, but yeah, whatever. So I'll just leave it as this weird donut for now. And yeah, no, I should yeah, before I do anything else, I should see how these layers at least looked. Stupid donut, whatever. All right, so so yeah, these layers are all wow. I forgot how dumb this one looks. Anyways, so what all right, let's oh man. Sorry. Today's just been fun. Today's been fun. Alright, let's save this as oh, I don't have it yet. So this one's BG0, I think. BG0. Yeah. And then undo, delete this one. This one is BG1. Excuse me. Yeah, and then undo, delete, show this, file, save as, and this is bg2. Alright, so save that, save that, yeah, and then, sorry, I'm just, trying to think of what this will even look like at all. It's gonna be really weird. How do I test it? Oh, no, I know what I have to do to test this. I have to set the transition time astronomical so it doesn't try to transition. Excuse me, because I'm about to tamper with the data just to cheat it so we can look at this. So where is the transition time? It is around here, right? It is here, in fact. Alright, so 30 minutes. That should be enough time. And so, journey evolved, oops. Backgrounds. Yeah, I'm basically just going to hide these temporarily. So, new folder. No, new folder. No, new folder. New folder. Just hide those there for now. And so now when I rerun the game, it should only find the cave. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I don't care what it looks like here. I want to see what it looks like on stream. Oh, so I'm gonna open the stream on my other monitor just so I can see how it looks. Cause like, is it weird that like the top just kind of like, it's like flat all of a sudden, whereas like in the other backgrounds it's like, it doesn't like, hey, usually hi, how's it going, welcome, wait, whatever. So sorry, I'm just opening the stream on my other monitor. Oh, volume. Sorry, just one sec. I guess it doesn't look that weird. It looks a little weird, since the other ones tend to not have that top, like the yeah, since the other ones don't do that, it's a little weird that this one does. It's also just a little weird how tall this cave is. Like, why is this cave so big? Oh, sorry. It screws up the lighting when I raise my arms over my head. I forgot about that. Yeah, why? So, alright. I think I just want to change the dimensions of this cave. Yep. Sorry. So the cave's too tall. That's good to know. Yeah. The cave's too tall, and if I bring down the top of the cave, I might actually have the I might actually resolve the top. I don't know how I'm gonna do it though. It's just like a random, like, craggy top, I guess. We'll see how that tends to work, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, I was just watching it on my other monitor. All right, so yeah. All right. So right, let's undo all of the destruction that we just did. Oh yeah, I hid the layer with the these guys pretty early on, and I guess that's how I got the sense of scale screwed up. Yeah, I don't want these to be nearly so tall. Not nearly. Uh, so yeah, so like the darker tones. Let's just well, actually, since everything's like looks dumb anyways, I could actually just uh 3 frames. You mean like 3 layers? Um, it's going to be 4 ultimately, but yeah, it's 3 for starters. Uh, so sorry. All right, let's start changing this stuff. Yeah, the thing I was saying, because I haven't put much into the uh, much energy into like the particulars, I can just oh, 3 frames per sec. Oh, you mean the animation? Just because I'm not an animator, I don't feel like it's actually 2 frames per second. It's exactly 2 frames per second, and it's I just don't feel like animating. I just don't feel like animating it. um, so yeah, let's just shrink this down. Oh wait, no, this image. Well, I guess I could do the whole image, kind of. No, I'll just do by eye, whatever. Uh, do you do like hand drawn animation too? I know you do like the 3D stuff. Uh, uh, all right, so no, yeah, the cave's supposed to be much not as tall as I had been making it before, so it should be more like that probably. Uh, I'll save I'll work on like new layers just in case I decide to that it actually should be a very tall cave instead, or if I just change my mind in general. So all right, so copy, new layer, paste, hide the old layer, and then yeah, this one I'll shrink down to be like about like that. I mean, I'll want to redo a lot of it now that it's at this scale instead. Actually, maybe not that quite that low. Maybe a little taller than that. Maybe like that tall. Oh, cool. Uh, I yeah, especially like hand drawn animation stuff like that. Like, oof, that stuff. I don't know if I could ever have the patience to like really work on that stuff. You have to be like a saint, I think, to like find it within yourself to do that stuff. Like I would just I'd get like halfway through it and be like, ah, to heck with it. No one cares, or I don't care. But at the same time, I love it. Like I love the stuff that people come up with. Like I really like the finished product. I don't think I could ever actually do it myself. Or at least it would be really hard. I would have like muster all the strength within myself. Alright, I'm gonna put these layers out of the way. The old layers. And bring these ones down. Yeah, alright, there we go. So that's better. It's more to scale. And then, yeah, so then for the top of the cave, I just want to do what? I just want to indicate like a break, like so the darker Yeah, I don't know how to visualize this exactly. I think I'll just go with like the. Oh no, I know what I'll do. I'll go with like this tone. Deselect. Layer on. No, not that one. Yeah, this one. So I'll just go for a darker line across the top. Excuse me. Please work. Thank you. Nope. Please like actually work. Please like actually work like a real thing. Thank you. Oop, that's not the right color. Do this color across the top. I need a bigger brush. Yeah, 3D is like 3D like is like conceptually so. I mean, you can do so much. I don't know, like with three. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to express my awe for 3D, like art and animation, and literally the the only way I can think to describe it is that like 3D adds like a whole other dimension to the art and everything involved with art production. But no, yeah. The cool thing about the time that you put into 3D is that you can come out with like really like, well, I don't know. I guess no, I guess the thing that about like hand drawn animation that like really like blows my mind is the whole thing about how much of it there is. Like think of how much hand drawn animation there is in the world. Like think about like through all the decades that hand drawn animation has been like a thing, and like before it was like computer aided, and like when it was literally all just like drawn out by hands, like I don't know. I just like grew up watching so many cartoons that like it's mind blowing to me that like all of those were created because they each represent like such a time investment. And I guess we're doing the same thing now with 3D animation and with 2D animation still, because there's still 2D animation out in the world that people are working on. Oh, I know what I'll do. I was just gonna go with this with this darker color, but I'm actually gonna go with this darker color desaturated to really sell the like disinterest about it, I guess. I don't know. I'm basically trying to add like the most boring top area. Oops. Yeah. So the thing about the cave that I really realized just by seeing it all together was like the cave, like the entire cave was not supposed to feel nearly so grand. Like those high ceilings and everything, like I don't know, like the cavernous backdrop, like that you peek at through these like openings, like that part is supposed to feel grand. Everything else is supposed to feel like really tight and like confined in comparison. And so yeah, that was like, hey, that guy see this. How's it going? Oh, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Deke see this. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, by the way. I'm just pronouncing it phonetically. But yeah, Deke is a another talented dev streamer. So if you guys like quality dev streams, check out his too. He works on way better art than this. Speaking of serious artists, or like people who take art seriously. Alright, and then I'm just gonna add in, I think, one more layer of like an even darker tone, and then just probably call it basically done. Should I? Oh no, that's too dark. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. I'll try like re-exporting it and seeing how it goes. Alright, so save the whole thing. No, save. What do you. Oh, alright, whatever. Yes. And then. Alright, so nuke all of this stuff. Nuke, 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 nuke. Alright, now save this as. Deka is being modest. No, I'm having an interesting day of like pretending to be an artist just because I don't know, I can so clearly picture like what I would want this to look like, but I'm definitely not even executing to. I'm talking about much more grand things than I'm actually executing, but I don't know, we're making progress at least, and we yeah, I actually probably won't be working on this much longer, and then we can get on to working on the transitions, which, well, you know, once this is established, should be a bit easier, and then aw. Um, so, yeah, the stuff that I'm working on after this should also be interesting. At least it's more in my wheelhouse. I think I'm not like a landscape artist. Even in like the minimal amount of art experience I actually do have, that is definitely not something. Did I save this one yet? I saved this one, right? Yeah, PG1. Yeah, save it again. Why not? Just for good measure. Alright, and then undo. I actually like when I, for fun, enjoy doing art related things, I tend to do more like character related stuff than like landscapes. I've just never, I don't know. I've never I'm, I know how to do parallax. That's that is the most interesting thing I have to say about thank you, Ricky. All right, yeah. Yeah. All right. So once I get like the cave walls put into place, I get to draw phosphorescent mushrooms, which should be more interesting, and I get to draw like waterfalls and like pools in like this like cavernous whatever. So that should be cool. All right. I saved all these again, and now let's rerun the script so that it'll use these files instead. And actually, it just occurred to me that I might be working on this for a while, so I'm gonna bump up the oops, cancel, save, rerun. I'm gonna bump up the duration on the transitions. They're gonna look pretty magical. These mushrooms, they will. Uh, all right, and actually, I'm just gonna call this up on my I'm gonna pull up the stream on my other computer again real quick because I'm just curious to see what this looks like actually on stream. I'm pretty sure this is gonna look better, or I think this is going to look more like how I wanted this to look. Yeah. So the seam is ugly, and I actually have to clean up the top. Huh. That's interesting. I thought the top was gonna be. I was gonna have to make the top more jagged, more more I thought it was gonna have to add more texture there, but I actually don't necessarily like the amount of texture that it has right now. So I might actually just clean it up. Yeah, that should be fine. Whatever. Oh, ooh, huh. I just remembered something. For the transitions, like for the transitions from like, for example, the mountains to the cave and the cave to the forest, you're gonna see like trees sticking up behind the cave if I leave it as short as it is now. So I don't know what to do about that actually. I guess just for the I guess no, I don't know what to, I don't know what to do about that exactly. Let me think about how the transitions actually work. Like how much of that would actually be visible in front of. No, you know what? I can probably. Well, I won't worry about it right now because I think I can touch up a lot of that to not look weird when I start working on those when I start working on those transitions actually, and then if it does look weird, I can come back and raise the height a little bit. I'm not 100% thrilled about how the text is sitting on this background either, because like those like Relic and Coffer, I don't know, are they still on screen? Yeah, Relic and Coffer are like sitting like just slightly, I don't know, like at a slightly awkward height relative to it, and then the other ones, like if there were three or four things showing up on screen right now, they would just be like floating an arbitrary distance even higher above whatever. You know what? Just to take a brief break from working on this background, I'm going to recolor these things, the act frames, the action frames. Because in the cave, I want this to be like more orangey, I guess. So select all adjustments, hue saturation. So let's make this more orangey. Whoops, hold on, cancel. Let's zoom it in a little bit, just so it's not so small on screen. Hue and saturation. Yeah, orangey, right? That's probably pretty good. So let's do that to all of them. Oh, whoops, I dropped down the saturation and lightness because I forgot I'd been doing that earlier. Alright, so wait. Hue and saturation. Right, no, so saturation, keep that at 100 and keep lightness at 0. And yeah, that's much better. Alright, there we go. Alright, save these. And then I'm just going to rerun the script one more time so we can use these versions. Sorry, I'm just going to mute the microphone for one moment. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright. Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, I really have to raise the cave is like the right height now in terms of like it doesn't look as grand in like high ceilings, but just in terms of like what space the art occupies, it has to go up a bit, just a little bit higher, not that much higher, just a little bit higher, so that it doesn't look like so the action tags don't just look like they're completely like disparate and disconnected. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, sorry, Vuki. I completely missed your message. Your question, that question that you asked earlier. Yeah, this game is going to be a fixture for the stream. Which is why I'm working on it like first of like all the projects I could be working on right now. I'm working on this one first because I want this one to, when I start on all my other projects and like work on all my other projects. So yeah, definitely. Um, yes, the action phrases. That's like how the game actually plays. And it is actually technically currently playing right now. I have it in another chat channel because it's just on autopilot and it's just like cranking through the events. Actually, Yeah. So if you want to see like roughly how the game is, well, so the event system is playing out in a different chat channel right now. Eventually, it'll come into the main chat channel, and it'll eventually like cool out, so it's not like so spammy and crazy. But yeah, if you check out this other chat channel, it's I guess you can't really do it on mobile, but if you're on like a computer, you can see kind of like what's going on there because the way the event system works is basically like it's like largely text based in terms of text based in terms of like what's going on, and the action tags that you're seeing are the like how you take action in a given event. Like so that's how you choose like what to do, like in a given scenario. So for example, I can push this boulder to the left, and it'll process eventually. I got an initiative bonus, yay! and then the end result will be that the boulder topples cleanly into a ravine because I pushed it to the left. Yay! So the events that are up and running right now are just basically like placeholder, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably keep some of them, but like that's just the automated part of the system. The actual like game, like the important part of the game, I have to restart the bot in order to do this. I have the secret panel that I have that's also part of the project where I can like control the events through this. So it's supposed to play out in like sort of I'm taking cues from tabletop role playing and like the dynamic of like the dungeon master and like how tabletop role playing games like have this like narrative experience that you kind of like make it up as you go. Like you start with like an idea about like what's the story, but then you have to like react and adapt. And so I don't know. It seemed like when I at the start of the project when I was like, well, what kind like how can I make a game that's like interesting specifically about like the stream itself. Like what can we do with like a live stream that we can't do in other ways? Like what would make like if I'm making a game for a live stream, like how is that special? And so like I don't know, it occurred to me like there's this like asymmetrical dynamic between like how I am like presenting what happens on the stream and how everyone who's viewing and participating in chat is like interacting with the stream. I kind of like kind of took from those cues to like kind of draw from like text adventure type games and multi-user dungeons and tabletop role playing to kind of put this together. So those are like my inspirations and kind of where we're going with it. And then it's not going to be like super advanced or high tech or anything because like most of the game systems are what we have working now. And so a lot of the interest in the game will be about how we play it. Like I mean like Dungeons and Dragons for example, right? It's like a lot of what you find interesting there is not just like the structure is important, but I think the structure of the game is of course important, and that's what Wizards of the Coast does. But a lot of the fun of the game is like the adventures that your friends come up with, and like if you have a good if you're like a good dungeon master, then or DM or GM or whatever they're called, then that's like half the fun. So I feel like I forgot to mention something. Oh yeah, and then so right, so most of the game systems are working. I'm working on background art now, just to make it a little more visually interesting. And then the only other thing I really need to do for the title before I'm like gonna call it like version 1 done is well, is there a better term for that? Because it's not, if you say role playing games, like people don't think Dungeons and Dragons, people think like Final Fantasy VII. I mean like, or I don't know, that's how I think anyways. And I know those are both very dated examples, but whatever. I'm an old person. Um, is there? Yeah. So I call them tabletop role playing games because I don't know. What is that? What is that? What is that genre of games called? The type of like not like because it's not LARPing, right? It's not. It's but it's like RPGs like in real life, sitting around a table. I don't know that genre, whatever that genre is called. um, yeah. Um, yeah. All right. So, yes. And so, yeah. So with his background, yeah, the stuff that, hmm, I mean, it's funny to think about because, like, on the one hand, I'm taking forever to draw this cave, but like on the other hand, like once I'm done drawing this cave, like the game's almost done. So, it and alternating moments, I feel like this game is taking forever, and I feel like it's flown by so fast. So, uh, anyways, let's continue flying. uh, because we. Oh wow! I just. I knew. Oh, no wait, no, I did. I did finish drawing this all the way across the top, but I just got a little overzealous when I was hitting undo. All right, so yeah, all right. Let's just finish up these like half-formed ideas that we have here. So do I care about that donut? I care less about that donut. Although, why can I not convey this donut? I just like, yeah, no, I just have to scrap the donut idea. I think that maybe that's why I couldn't find any uh, why I couldn't find any visual reference of the donut because the universe was trying to tell me just forget the donut, just completely forget the donut. Um, well, I guess I don't have to completely forget it because I can just like turn it into like another interesting geological feature. But yeah, no, that one was definitely not working. So basically, it's just supposed to be. Yeah, whatever. It's just supposed to be like something in the background that isn't immediately giving way to the further background. Uh, so I guess it's just about whatever I can come up with to fill that space, and maybe we'll just use like the same like lame whatever textural elements that I'm using for the front layer. It's like I don't know, just like this brush is too thick. um, well, yeah, no. So my original idea, I wanted to like have like a little place like a caveman would live. I said that earlier, right? And I just I couldn't. I don't know. Like the depth wasn't like in order to convey depth here, I'd have to use like darker tones, but I don't want to use darker tones. I guess was the difficult part. I I really don't want to add like the middle layer like if you look at the middle layer of the forest, like it's like the trees in the middle layer well no, like the middle layer of the forest is like the parallax didn't used to have that middle layer before, so I just kind of like oh, thank you. um I I yeah, I'm glad that I can have a job where I get to be happy when I'm doing what I do, and so if I can share some of that, if I can inspire some of that in other people as well, then I'm glad to be a part of that because I don't know, happiness is like I don't know, it's just it's just a good way to be, right? Because if it's like it's like what this great nation was founded on. The nation that I'm in was founded on the pursuit of happiness. Because I don't know if you're not happy, what are you? But you know that's nice to hear. I just sometimes I feel like an idiot standing up here laughing. So it's nice that I'm not laughing in vain. Uh, Also, as you might have noticed, I never know how to respond to compliments and like positive feedback like that. I just get really awkward. um, but in a fun way. um, all right, so yeah, I'm just whatever. I need a smaller brush. Uh, size 3, I guess, because I used to use size 4 brush, but I also shrunk down the scale. So I don't know, just like again, I don't really have a specific idea of like what exactly I'm trying to convey in terms of like this feature. I'm basically just like just just like trying to make it look so it's not just like completely flat. So there's like something going on here. Oh, um, I I I like every time I get diagnosed with depression. So like I kind of just like stopped getting diagnosed at a certain point, which is not completely like. No, I'm not. Well, okay, let me qualify that by saying like yeah, I guess like if you ask my doctor for like the first uh most of my life, like as some from like the for like as long as I for as long as like at least basically from like as early as I can remember and through like most of my earlier years, I was depressed and I had that diagnosis and everything. I never really like fixed it or whatever. Like I never like got cured of it or whatever. I just I at a certain point in my life I started like just really, I guess, putting a lot of effort into like stuff. Like I started like, I know it's gonna sound corny to say, but I started to like follow my dreams and like like do all those things that people tell you to do in order to like become a happy person. And the cool thing is that like it can work, I guess, because I don't like, if you ask me if I feel depressed, I guess sometimes, but like I wouldn't describe myself as like depressed, at least not in the way that I used to be. So I don't know. Uh, maybe, yeah, maybe it's just that maybe I just maybe I just I wore this facade for so long that it became real. I just wore a mask of happiness until became who I am. Um, anyways, I don't know if this isn't real happiness, then I don't know what real happiness is though. So I can say I can say it's at least a fun way to live. So, um, I man, spending all day in a cave, you have a lot of time for introspection and deep thoughts of that nature. The good news is this this stuff that I'm drawing right now is almost never going to be seen. Like it's only going to show up in like barely ever. So if anyone watching is right now is like, it looks what he's working on looks like garbage. Looks like hot garbage, and doesn't look like anything good. Then yeah, the good news is it's okay that it looks like hot garbage. No, it doesn't even look like hot garbage, because like hot garbage would be really difficult to draw. You'd have to render it very delicately, and you'd have to like really convey the heat lines, or like the you'd have to like convey like the warmth of it. No, yeah, this just looks like weird. I don't know what. um. So yeah, one of the things that I was thinking of adding. Hmm. I think I might be overdoing it with the with like a lot of stuff. I'm just glancing at my other monitor to see like how it looks. Uh, Sorry, like five different things in my brain right now. I was just looking at my other monitor to see like how the game looks as it's running, like what you guys are seeing. And a few of my earlier assumptions, like basically the stuff that I temped in, like well, but yeah, I mean the reason, like what Ibuki suggested, and what I was wanting to do with like getting it up even like in this very preliminary temp version, seeing how it looks is that like well I knew like the very background, like the blue and the green that you see peeking through, like I knew that was way over the top. I knew I was gonna have to tone that and like add any sense of like depth and like interest there, because right now it's just like this is like weird blue and green shapes, right? So I knew that part. I was thinking of having like highlights around the edges of the cave openings, and maybe I can still do that, but I think as soon as as soon as I get this silly texture like to a decent enough place, I'm going to start working on the background, because I really need to lock that into something real. So that, because like I said earlier, it's going to inform a lot about how the rest of the other layers go. Sorry, that was one thought I wanted to express before. All right, reading. I'm just going to read chat real quick. Oh yeah. Ooh, I think I've had panic attacks before. I don't know. Like I've had situations that like felt like panic attacks. Those things are so not fun. It's just like, oh, it's like, yeah. Oh man, I really sympathize for people who suffer from stuff like that, because I no I've experienced, and I've experienced something that allows me to like at least understand like the severity of like how that sort of thing can go. And yeah, that's like, oh man, it's such a bad feeling, such a terrible feeling. um yeah, thank you. Yeah, Buki. Yeah, the right, so the reason I just dropped in that color, like if anyone was here, or for the people who were here when I did that, you saw I literally just used the paint bucket and spilled that color there. And so that was just basically like a mental note to myself that like there's going to be bright elements there. But yeah, so the other thing is like there's going to be bright elements there, but there's actually going to be a lot darker shading. Like, because you can see like there's probably like in this picture here, there's probably like in this, in these bright areas, there's probably a tone similar to that tone that we have spilled there, except that's only in like the brightest, lightest places. There's like a lot of stuff that's just like much more muted and much more demure for whatever reason, like because of the shading or because of like the other tones of the minerals. So yeah, right. So that right, what I said a few minutes ago was like what Abuki I think is hinting towards as well, is that we really need to make that a vaguely that needs to conform even vaguely to what will be our expectations for the final product, in order to really see what this is going to look like in any context. So maybe I'll just jump to that now. Maybe I'll just say like what we have for the current middle layer is like whatever, fine enough. Oh, thank you. I wish. Dr. Shy Penguin. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. I've been looking at a lot of a lot of photographs and other art just to like get inspired. No, the stuff I'm working on is still a work in progress. I'll say. um, all right. Yeah. Let me just. I'm just like pulling up images on my other computer so that I can, when I'm working, I have like something to glance at. Where's that one? Where's that one that we were looking at? Oh, I guess I don't need the exact same one. I can just find like another. Oh, there it is. Found it. Go. Activate. Activate faster, computer. Faster, computer. Oh, and I also need to look up. Why is it? Come on. Come on. There we go. I also need to look up some reference for the bioluminescent fungi or whatever. All right, so we'll just leave that as it is for now. And all right, here we go. So yeah, all right. So now that image actually isn't exactly what I was hoping for. Sorry. Because really what I just want are like, yeah, something like this, I guess. Sorry, I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at right now, but yeah. All right. So yeah, all right, so we have this tone, and then let's get a darker version of this tone to use for, or yeah, slightly desaturated, darker version of this tone to use for shading. Wow, that's really dark. So maybe not quite that dark. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Alright, so let's use a bigger pen. Alright, so yeah, so like, what do we want to do here? I guess actually I should probably start with primarily this darker tone all over the place, pretty much. Because the other tone, because I mean, yeah, it'll actually be like dimmer and relatively dimmer, and just have like highlights of like whatever. So do I want to go darker? Yeah, I actually want to go darker than this too. I guess like I kind of have to bring out like the darks here because like to represent like a super great amount of depth, like wow. I can do a whole color pass once I'm done with once I'm done with all of this. So that is 34, 31. So this can be like, yeah, 27, 32 maybe. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of contrast back here. Wow, yeah, this is really dark. But, yeah, it's going to be really dark in some places. Wait, what was the... Is the Walker Boy certificate good? Because my teacher told me to watch it. I have no clue what that is. So I'm going to say, yeah, probably. Probably super good. Probably the best. Probably the best certificate you ever saw. I don't know. Do you like your teacher, or is your teacher a jerk? Because if your teacher is a jerk, then no, it's awful. Never even, ever. But if your teacher is a cool person, then yeah, I like it. Walker Boy certificate. I don't know what I'm saying. But probably super great. Who knows? Oh, cool. Um, that's awesome. I Oh yeah, was this the teacher who was just like, heck with it, we're gonna make a game for like no particular reason? Because that guy sounds like a cool teacher. So, or that person sounds like a cool teacher. Um, so if it's that person, I'd say definitely. I should just spill in this. I should spill this color instead. It's gonna be a lot easier. It's gonna save me some time. And then I can just do the lowlights and the highlights. So actually, I shouldn't get rid of that color completely. So before I crush it completely, let's yeah, just preserve it for future generations. All right, and then yeah, I just want these caves to be like slightly like have an eerie sort of beauty. I am in space. um, wait, what is this? Bananas or zombies? Okay. Oh, is this something that? Oh, this is your game? Oh, awesome. All right, hold on, wait. Let me. I'll share the link. Oops, that's not the link. Sometimes I can copy and paste things between my computers, and sometimes I can't. uh, here we go. All right, I can't watch it. I have the volume turned off on my other computer, but I'll also add it to my list of things to check out later, so I can view it in all of its majesty. Yeah. All right, congratulations, Glitch HDA. It sounds like an amazing project. Everything I've seen about that project leads me to believe that it is astounding and amazing and super great. So good job, good on you. Oh, I was gonna make like a waterfalls in this cave, possibly. I might have to skip that part. Yeah, I should probably just skip like a lot of dumb stuff that I was thinking of doing, and just do the important stuff. Why? I don't know why sometimes my tablet works and then sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes it just does not do anything relevant to what I would hope for it to do. Alright, so yeah, let's do. So yeah, we have the I'm basically just putting in this as like the sense of depth. It's not probably not literally going to extend all the way across. But oh, this is supposed to be the water. This section used to be the water. It probably still will be. So I guess just to indicate the tone, I'll do the same thing I did before, where I'll just like. Well, no. Yeah, no, this area is just gonna be like a reflection. So I don't know. For starters, I'll just do the same thing I did before. Just basically like block out the space, so that I know where this is happening. So here's the water. Probably shouldn't extend higher than like the. Oh right, yeah. There's actually a defined sense of. Oh no, that's fine. I was gonna say there's a defined sense of like horizon for these backgrounds, but honestly, I kind of fudge it a little bit, and also it doesn't have to mean in this scenario because there's there is what was I gonna say? There's yeah, I mean like this could be an elevated pool. Like it doesn't have to be like a pool like necessarily at like the same level. We can kind of like play with perspective a little bit. Right. All right. So that's the watery area for whatever reason, and then actually, yeah, I guess I can have like features in front of the water too. So like, so maybe there are like parts that like stick up in front of the pools. So like there can be like stalagmite-y things, mighty stalagmites that stick up like that, and then I can use like the brighter tones too. Wait, where's my reference? Reference art. Reference art. Alright. Birmingham. Cool. Wait, what? Oh, whoa. Whoa, what? Tsunami? I didn't know you got tsunamis in the UK. Oh no. That might be a good time to take a vacation, right? Maybe go visit the highlands. Go climb a mountain or something. Yikes. Yeah. Oof. That's sorry, wow, I zoned out of chat a little bit. And that got wow. That yeah, no. If you're at risk of like giant tides of water like destroying your residence, please 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 seek shelter. Please seek safety during that period. That sounds I've never been in a tsunami before, but I assume. I mean, that's something that I completely cannot relate to necessarily, but I assume it's not a pleasant experience. Oh, did I mess up my background? I'm getting a better green screen. I ordered a better green screen, but the one I'm using right now is really, as you can tell, it's not professional quality. um, all right. So, uh, whoa. I what what tsunamis are caused by like underwater earthquakes, right? Like, isn't that it's like geological events under the ocean that like cause tsunamis, right? I think I read that somewhere, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, I always think of them as happening in like the oceanic regions, but I mean, I guess they could happen anywhere there's like a fault line. Um, and I guess yeah, maybe the UK just has one of those in the ocean, and it's just not usually very active. I don't know. Did someone accidentally bring about the end times over in the UK? Is that what's happening? Is this judgment? Is this like the prelude to Judgment Day and the end of life as we know it? Um, I'm gonna have to fix the color here. I'm definitely gonna have to fix the color here because this is not right. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna brighten this up a little bit and also desaturate it slightly. Which I don't know. I guess this could give it an interesting effect. Kind of. Maybe. No, interesting is probably a generous way to describe what effect this would probably give. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just want it to look like strange minerals. And in fact, it's on my other computer, but there's like this picture that I'm kind of like. It's kind of like. Actually, the picture I'm looking at might be ice. I wonder if maybe I can find it here. No. Alright, yeah, I'm looking for caves. Um, this might actually be an ice cave. It might actually not be minerals at all. It's something like this. This isn't the same picture, but it's like, it's basically something like this. Like, I'm basically just trying to, yeah, no, this isn't ice. This is just like, yeah, this is just like strange minerals. So, I don't know, this is like a similar effect that I'm like kind of angling towards. I'm just going about it to the extent I can, which is to say, in a somewhat fiddlesome and gradual process. All right, so what? Yeah, let's. I'll just like go with this for now. Oh no, glitch Shure! Oh yeah, Synthopia. Yeah, I'm in space right now. So this is the you can see outside the window of my spaceship. Tong tong. Yeah, it's this is space. In case you've ever wondered what it looks like out here. I I had to move to a new apartment, and turns out they had like some prime real estate uh, beyond the stars or among the stars. So yeah, it's working out great so far. It's a little chilly, but other than that, it's cool. All right, so yeah, what's gonna be the quickest way to just finish this up? I guess I should finish that thought that I had about this, and just kind of continue this across. Oh yeah, so I should be using a bigger brush for this part. Broad strokes, literally broad strokes. So yeah, what tablet? Please cooperate, tablet. So It's gonna take enough energy, even if you are cooperating. Uh, Space is where it's at. I think space is the next big hub of like game development. Like there's you know how like some places like I used to live in Boston and that was like a big hub of like game development. Um, like there were a lot of game developers there, a lot of studios there. I think the next big one is going to be space. Really, I think that's I think like within a few years, like all the major studios are going to start moving out in space. You're going to see some big things from space game developers. Oh yeah, Abuki, have a good workout. Um, Build all of the muscles, and I hope to see you again soon. Um, I oh man, I tried to exercise once. It was I and I'm not gonna say don't exercise. I'm just gonna say I did not enjoy the experience. It was really difficult. I'll just say that. But it was a very trying experience, and there were many tears and a lot of personal injury as well. But exercise is good though. I mean, if you have the aptitude for it, I guess I hear there are some benefits to it. So I don't mean to discourage anyone from trying it, but I guess I'd say just be aware of what you're getting into when you get into that sort of thing. All right, so we have like I actually don't want this much dark dark space. I'm actually gonna try and minimize this. I say as I go in and draw even more of it, but I do want some like variety to the shape of the background. So I'm gonna add it in a few more places, and then gosh, apart from the water, I don't really have plans for like what this whole thing is supposed to be like. Maybe I should make more water. How much? I guess it doesn't take up that much space. I could extend it all the way like over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I just really don't have ideas for for like the other parts of this area, so I might as well extend the one idea that I do have. Uh, so okay, the good news is that the transitions for the cave are going to be really easy because like the like the transitions for the front layer, that one's actually going to take some effort. I have to put in the mouth of the cave and um I have to like make it all look good. But the other transitions are basically empty. So so I guess there's just few layers to it. Is the part about that I'm looking forward to, or that should make it easier uh, than like this part has been. Because like I don't know, I really like the concept of this cave thing that we're working on, and I knew it was gonna be like work getting into it and getting it the way I wanted it. That's not it's not good. Um, and it's not all going to be like this arduous. Some of it should be, in fact, a lot easier. Uh, all right, and I have to be careful about how I use this color because, like before, if I use this color too much, it starts looking like a sky texture, as Ibuki pointed out. Um, basically just building the like the uneven ceiling surfaces that you get in a cave-like environment. Um, Not necessarily just like all stalagmites or stalactites, but just like that general